Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the geography chapter, that is the Earth and the solar system. First of all, let us know what is universe. Everything that exists physically, including the earth, the sky, stars, and solar system together is called universe. Universe is infinite in volume and size. Infinite means endless. It don't have any end, so its volume and size do not have any end or limit, you can say. There are several stars in the universe, and have you sometimes you when you watch the night sky, you can see the group of stars together, and these group of stars are called constellations. Millions of stars together form a galaxy, and several thousand galaxies they form a cluster, and several clusters of galaxies they make a supercluster, and all these make up the universe. Students, our solar system is located in the Milky Way galaxy. This Milky Way galaxy is also called Akash Ganga. In this galaxy there are at least 200 billion stars, and this galaxy is surrounded by gas, dust, and stars. Now our next question is how the universe was formed. There is a theory behind the formation of the universe that is called the Big Bang theory. It is said that 13 to 15 billion years ago, the universe was very small, was made up of, you can say, hot gases, and it was full of energy. And what happened after that? There was a certain sudden explosion. एक्सप्लोजन होता है जैसे फूटना, जैसे बम फूटता है. There was a sudden explosion, and due to explosion a giant cloud was formed, giant cloud of gases. Giant means very huge cloud of gases, and tiny dust particles was included in that cloud, and this cloud was called nebula, and stars are born in nebula. All these got scattered and started rotating and revolving around each other due to gravity. Scattered means bikhar jana. Because of gravitational force, they scattered and started rotating and revolving around each other. So this was the theory behind the formation of universe. Now let us study about our solar system. Solar system is also called sun's family. Sun is in the center, and 8 planets they revolve around it. And planets are further accompanied by satellites and other celestial bodies. Now let us know about the sun. Sun is a star. It is spherical in shape and is luminous body. Luminous means which has light. And earth also gets heat and light from the sun only. Sun is the main source of light and energy to the earth. It is made up of hydrogen and helium, and it is near about 109 times bigger than that of the earth. Now what is the temperature of the sun? At the surface it is about 6000 degrees Celsius, and at the center it is near about 150 lakh degrees centigrade. Light from the sun travels to the earth in 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Means the light reaches to the earth from the sun in 8 minutes and 20 seconds. And what is the distance of sun from the earth? It is 150 million kilometer away. Because of the gravitational force, these all members, you can say, of the solar system, they remain close to each other. Gravitational force pull them towards each other. Now let us study one by one about this family of the, you can say, star. First of all, star. We'll start from stars, or you can say we will start from the sun. Sun, I have already told you, it is a star. But the question in front of us is that stars twinkle at night. But sun, if sun is a star, then why does it appear in the morning? So the scientists say regarding this that stars are born and they have their own life cycle. Sun is just one middle aged member of the star family. It is brighter, it is closer to the earth, so that is why it is bright, and all other stars become invisible in the morning because of its brightness. The brightest star in the sky is the pole star or the North Star. It is called the North Star. Why? Because it appears stable and it is almost directly above the North Pole. It is situated above the North Pole. That is why it is called the North Star. It helps to find out the north direction during the night. Now, students, when you watch the night sky, you can see certain groups of stars, and sometimes we can find that these stars they form certain shapes. These group of stars are called constellations. One such constellation is Ursa Major or the Great Bear, which can easily be seen in the northern sky. Now, let us know about the planets. Planet is also called a wanderer. Why it is called a wanderer? Because it keeps on moving around all the planets, they keep on moving around the stars. That is why they are called the wanderers. There are 8 planets in our solar system, that are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now, these planets are divided into two groups. Some planets are rocky in nature, they are made of rocks like Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. So, they are called terrestrial planets and they are the inner planets. These are rocky in nature, so they are called the terrestrial planets, and they are also the inner planets. Then some planets they are gaseous in nature. They are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. They are outer planets and they are called gaseous planets. Now, what are the characteristics of planets? Planets do not have a light of their own. They are mostly spherical in shape. Most of them have satellites, like Earth is also have its natural satellite. Which is the natural satellite of Earth? Moon is a natural satellite of Earth. They revolve around the sun. Each planet take different time to complete one revolution. Revolution means they revolve around the sun. They take a round around the sun, so that one round is completed in different time by different planets. So we live on the Earth planet. So we know about the Earth that it takes 365 days to complete one revolution. Mercury takes 88 Earth days and Jupiter takes 12 Earth years to do so. Now the path on which planets move around the sun, that path is called the orbit of the planet. All the orbits have their own, or all the planets have their own orbits. All the planets move on their separate path, and that path is called the orbit. Now we will study about our planet Earth on which we live. Now our Earth is called a unique planet. Why it is called a unique planet? Because life is possible only on the planet Earth due to certain factors which support life on this planet. Which are those factors? Water is present on Earth, atmosphere is present on Earth, and the temperature of Earth is suitable to support life. It is neither too hot nor too cold. So all the suitable conditions are present on the planet Earth which support life. That is why Earth is called a unique planet. Now Earth was born around 4.6 billion years ago. It is, we have already studied that it is 150 million kilometer away from the sun, and the average surface temperature of the earth is 14 degrees Celsius. Now students, we know that our earth is, there is a presence of water on the earth, and nearly two-thirds of the earth's surface is covered with water. So that is why earth is also called a blue planet. And all of us know that water is a very essential part for the survival, for living. So we cannot live without water, and water is present on the earth. The shape of the earth is spherical. It rotates on its own axis, and one rotation of the earth is completed in 24 hours. You can say complete one day. And the revolution of the earth around the sun is completed in 365 1 by 4 days, and that is complete year, full year. It revolves around the sun in an elliptical orbit. Elliptical means oval shaped orbit, and it takes 365 1 by 4 days to complete one revolution, or you can say complete a full year. As I have already told that earth has a natural satellite, that is moon. Now we'll talk about the satellite. Satellites or moons of planets are heavenly bodies which revolve around the planets. They are also called the companions of planets. They keep on revolving around their own planets. All planets except Mercury and Venus have satellites. Only Mercury and Venus do not have satellites. Rest all the planets have their satellites. And maximum number of satellites are of Jupiter. Now we will talk about the natural satellite of Earth, that is Moon. It is a natural satellite of Earth, and it revolves around the Earth. As I have told that satellites revolve around their own planets. So the planet of Moon is Earth. So it keeps on revolving around the Moon. And how much time it takes to complete one revolution around the Earth? That is 27.3 days, and it moves from west to east. It starts its revolution from west towards east, and the distance of moon from the earth is 384,000 kilometers. Moon is not having any atmosphere as earth has atmosphere, but moon does not have atmosphere, and it also does not have its own light. Then you can see that we can see the um, moon does not have its own light. Then how we are able to see it? We are able to see it because it gets its light from the sun. Now moon completes it one rotation as well as revolution at the same time. Therefore, we can see the same face of the moon. We always see the same face of the moon because it completes it one rotation and revolution at the same time. As the earth takes 24 hours to complete its rotation, and 365 1 by 4 days to complete its revolution. But moon completes its rotation and revolution at the same time. So that is why we can see the same phase of the moon. The moon creates tides in Earth's oceans due to its gravitational force. Now, there is gravitational force in the moon. Gravitational force pulls the things towards it. So, that is why it creates tides. Tides means waves, high waves in the Earth's oceans. Now, students, you can see that when we watch in the night sky, we can see the different shapes of the moon. Sometimes it's a small arc, and slowly, day by day, it keeps on increasing, and one day it becomes a full moon day. So these are called the phases of the moon. Moon does not have its own light, and it reflects the light of the sun falling on it. So moon is smaller than the sun, but both of them, they appear same in size. When we see the sun and the moon in the sky, they appear same in size. Why? Because moon is closer to us. Moon is closer to the earth than the sun. Now, the different shapes which are visible in the sky of moon, that are called the phases of the moon, and these shapes during the particular phases depends upon the lighted part. Now, the part of the moon on which the light is reflected, only that part is seen by us on the earth. So these are uh, the shapes during a particular phase that depends upon the lighted part which can be seen by us on the earth. Now, what are asteroids? Asteroids are also called minor planets, small planets, and these planets are found between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. Orbit, all of you know what are orbits? They are the paths of the planets on which the planets revolve. So between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter, we can find the asteroids, and this region is also called the asteroid belt. And these asteroids are the parts of planet which exploded millions of years ago. Now some planets, they exploded millions of years ago they exploded. वो जैसे बम फूटता है ऐसे फूट गए थे. तो these asteroids are the parts of those exploded planets. Then are meteoroids. Now, when asteroids, they collide with each other. Collide means takrana. When they collide with each other, then they form small fragments. Fragments means टुकड़े, छोटे छोटे टुकड़े हो जाते हैं. And some of these fragments, they enter the Earth's atmosphere. वो अर्थ के एटमॉस्फेयर में एंटर हो जाते हैं, and these are called the meteors. Sometimes several of these meteoroids, they together fall in an hour. एक साथ इकट्ठे गिरते हैं, and this event is called meteor shower. Meteor that hits the ground is called meteoroid. A large meteoroid can create a crater. बहुत बड़ा meteoroid अगर गिरता है कहीं पर, तो it can form a crater. Crater means खड्डा. Then is comet. Comet means a dirty snowball. Comets are made of ice and dust. They are glowing heavenly bodies revolving around the sun. They travel around the sun in an elliptical order. Elliptical means oval shaped order. They travel around the sun in elliptical order, and they are made up of ice and dust. As dust is present in this, that is why they are called dirty snowballs. Halley comet is famous comet which was discovered by Edmund Halley. He was a British astronomer. This comet was found near the Earth in 1986. Now it is expected that it will return in 2062. So with this we end up with the chapter. I hope everything is clear to you. So students, I will send you the pics of PDF of question answers also. So you have to write only question answers in your register or whatever you have. Don't be panic if you don't have books. Don't worry. I have sent you the pictures of the chapter. You can study from this pics and write the question answers very neatly without doing spelling mistakes in your registers. So goodbye students. Have a nice day.